Hey, I was reviewing my membership with the Dull Men's Club out of England, and while I'm not at secret handshake level, I've kept up most of my commitments to the organization, so whatever the secret hand sign is. Cool. Um, Pulsed waveforms. Who goes there? What brought me into pulsed waveforms and continuous versus pulsed signals? Well, it was decades ago. Radar stuff. Gigawatt conversations about peak envelope energies. So, yes. But what triggered this was Fourier transforms. That's a pretty good Google question. What is a Fourier transform? And when you get back, now that you've got an idea, a glimpse, this is a part of DSP, Discrete Signal Processing. It gets you into signal to noise ratio, signal discretion, signal search algorithms. It's part of what makes the NSA work and a few other things. So it's where fractal equations can go if you find one of those videos. The equations, not the nonsense and the woo about fractals. So there's two types of high frequency transmitters, continuous wave and pulsed wave. There's a few ways to pulse that transmitter, but they're really two totally different things. Continuous wave would be your microwave. All it's doing is blasting energy out. It's your X-ray machine. It's blasting pulse of energy out for a limited period of time, but it's a good amount of energy. For your microwave, it's a high frequency converted from the 60 hertz that comes out of the wall. Goes into a high voltage step-up transformer, and that transformer inputs directly into the transmitter of that high frequency, which is some type of cavity device. So there's your microwave made simple, right? Basically, they work. They won't kill you. Don't stick your head in there. They save so much energy on this planet that you can work them into good cooking ethics, right? The other part of this, I told you there's a transformer there just powering something, is when you get into higher frequency systems, higher energy systems, like a radar system, it sends a pulse out. In between the pulse, the system that builds that high voltage pulse is building up the next pulse. So it has on and off time. So that's a simple waveform. It's a square wave on an oscilloscope with the right probe for all the impedance concerns, because this is how it works. So that radar set has what's called a pulse forming network in it. Your plasma sampling system for your whatever uses a plasma sampling system uses a pulse forming network to form peak energy high enough to ionize everything in its path. So those peak envelope powers, you can get into conversations about gigawatts and terawatts. That envelope power can get you into a conversation about what the original HARP radar system, over the horizon radar, was trying to do to look across the planet. It never moved clouds, but hey, it's a good story. It went through the clouds, it saw the clouds to some degree. So the idea of that pulse network, the gigawatts. It's just not in your normal coffee day. It's not a concern out there. But the energy that comes out of it is that radar set spinning around on top of, out in front of the airport. It's your microwave. It is a lot of other things in your lives that are wholly more complicated than hunting and gathering. So what?